Hi folks, Mr. Long here. I'm going to do a screencast today on using something called Graspable Math, and everything in this is drag and drop, and it's set up for you to use to calculate probabilities. So for this you need to have a good understanding of percent decimal fraction, and so what we're going to do is go through these different scenarios, three different situations, and then you're going to do the same questions on your own. Okay, so here we go. So the question number one, it says it's supposed to be sunny. Okay, it's supposed to be sunny, 5 of the next 7 days. What's the probability in percent it will be sunny any one day? Okay, the probability in percent it will be sunny any one day. Okay, so, well, we have to figure out probability is equal to the part over the total. So how many outcomes am I interested in? So what I'm interested in is when it's sunny. Okay, so what's that number? So the part is the outcomes of interest. That's where the 3 is. So how do I change that 3? It's got to go to a 5 because it's 5 of the next 7 days. So I have to click on that little dot, and you can use either of the first two lines. You can use fix a mistake. So then you backspace that and you put a 5. Okay, so 5 and then hit done. So that's a 5. The total number of outcomes. What are the total possibilities? Well, it's 5 of the next 7 days. So I need to change that 4 to a 7. Okay, change that 4 to a 7. Done. So remember, you're tapping on that little white circle. All right, so now let's see here. What we're going to do is we're going to figure out our probability. Okay, so in percent. So I need to take the part, which is where the 5 is, and I need to bring that down to the part. So what I do is I tap right on top of the 5 until it turns blue. Okay, with my finger, I'm just holding down the 5, and then I bring it to where it says part. Same thing, I tap down or click my mouse on top of the 7, and I bring it down, and that's the total number of outcomes. And now I can figure percent. So what I do is I click on the brackets on the top and the bottom. Now I've got that in a fraction. So the probability is 5/7 as a fraction, but I need to get it in a percent. So if I want to do calculations, if I want to take 5 divided by 7 and turn it into a decimal. Oh, by the way, if you make a mistake, I'll show you right here if you make a mistake. If you make a mistake, like say, for example, I bring that to there, and you get something really weird that doesn't make sense, well, what you do is you just hit on the top, you hit undo. There's a little arrow button that's undo, okay? Now, if I want to do a calculation when it's division, I just tap on the fraction bar. Double tap on the fraction bar. So that 5/7 is worth 0.714, but I still need to get it to a percent. How am I going to get that to a percent? Well, right now it says divide by 100, so I have to bring that 100 over to the other side to get rid of it, and now I can tap the multiplication dot in between them. Okay, so it's 71.429%. Now the nice thing is that you can do this. You can drag down and see all of your work. So I'll be able to see all of your work, right? Because this automatically gets submitted. Okay, so I'm just going to hit undo to go back to there. All right, so that's how you do the first one. The second one, let's look at number 2. In a book, 17 out of 68 pages present or contain an image, so a picture. Express the probability in terms of a fraction, a decimal, and a percent that a randomly selected page will contain an image or a picture. Okay, so same thing. I've got 17 that I'm interested in because there's 17 pages with pictures or images, and there's 68 in the total. Okay, so the part is 17, the total is 68. So I click that, fix a mistake, and I go, I backspace here, and I would put 17, done. Then I click on, sorry if you hear the dogs barking, fix a mistake, it's 68. Okay, so 17 out of 68. So now what I do is I go to my formula. There's my formula over here this time. So I have to click on that 17, bring it over to here, and now that's the part. 68 is the total. I bring that over to here. It's the total. I click on the bracket to get rid of the brackets because it won't let me do calculations until I get rid of those brackets. Then the last thing I do is, the last couple things I do is I double click on the fraction bar a couple times and I'll get 0.25. Now 0.25 I probably know is 25%, but what I can do is take that 100 and I can bring it to right there. Okay. Sorry, I have a dog that wants to go with. Okay, I have a dog that wants to go with. My apologies, folks. So now I've got 25%. Okay, so that's how you do those questions. And so what you'll be able to do now is to do those two questions, and then there's one more on theoretical and on experimental probability. Okay, so and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop this now and set the recording and upload it to YouTube, and then you'll be able to watch it. Okay, thanks very much.